If you believe that whatever comes to you is a gift, then whatever comes to you is a gift. It's what it is, because that's the way that you're seeing it. That's the way that it is. That's the way it will come. That's what will happen if you see it in that way anyway. You're like, okay, this is a gift. This is a gift to me from the spiritual realm, from God, from the divine, in some way or another. It's come to you for a reason. You know, Figuring out what that reason is and seeing it as a gift means that more of that will happen. That's what's cool. Like, I have a lot of cool stuff because a lot of people, they'll think of me when they or something pops, and that's their spiritual team reminds them of me when they see something that is something that I would like, and vice versa. This goes the other way around too. But I've gotten some really cool gifts in my life, and I started to make that a belief of mine that whatever came to me was meant to come to me. And the more I realized, the more I thought that, the more I believed that, the more that it happened that way. So I've gotten a lot of really cool stuff in my life because as gifts, because I believed they were meant to be those things. They were meant to be cool for me. And it like reverberated, it fortified it, actualized it. It makes it so, is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if you believe everything that comes to you is a gift, then everything that comes to you is a gift. And then it will be, no matter what. Like, it'll continue. That will just continue. If your belief is that, then it'll just keep coming that way. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, and that's what alchemizing and transmuting is. Because if you see all of it that way, then that's what's going to keep coming to you. I mean, if you don't see it that way, that's what's going to keep coming to you, type deal. Like, so keep it on the up, yo. Especially like, since I said, we're in the new Aquarian age. We're bringing in a whole different way of being that is based on the universal laws that govern the entire universe, instead of how we had been manipulated and controlled into being, how we were separated in our consciousness from the ego, and our subconscious from our spiritual consciousness, and then we were manipulated and kept in a stagnant spot to keep our power dimmed and not into fruition as it was supposed to be, so it could be harnessed and it could be used for something else, for nefarious purposes. And most people, why would God let that happen? Because he respects, because he's love, and love is respect. And he respects all his creations. He does. He even, like, that's what he shows, so much mercy. And it's ridiculous, honestly. He'll let us get away with stuff over and over. And then finally, it's like, if we just keep fucking shit up, well, he's going to have to step in eventually when that happens, because it's getting off balance. Then it's getting tipped to the wrong side, so he's got to balance it out in some way. And that's where the ancestors come in, like my aunt and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you have to balance the scales. That's why this last era we got balanced really far off in the negative, and now we are in the Aquarian age, and so the time to balance the scales is here. It's time to balance them back where they belong. And that's why divine insurgents have been placed on earth, have incarnated on earth to make this reality, to make this a reality for humankind, for humanity, for the sons and daughters of mankind, into the original state we were meant to be. And so, and it's like I said, it makes me extremely grateful, like, to come out of hell and realize that you have the power of heaven within you to bring forth, if you choose to do so, because God respects, you know what I mean? And he loves, and so he wants us to realize our power, and he won't step in unless absolutely necessary, you know what I mean? Type deal. Like, and that's only when you're taken where you shouldn't be, taken too much, and you're not honoring yourself. That's what, that it just keeps being imbalanced in that way. Eventually God's gonna have to step in, because then it's if you're taking from somewhere else, that means you're taking from something else, from someone else's energy, or some other energy. And it's usually not a good thing. It's an imbalance from that energy then. So these things need to be corrected. But anyway, coming out of hell, and it makes you appreciative, and it makes you grateful, It's true though. Like I said, I didn't realize like the actual concept of appreciation until we take for granted so much and we don't realize, and we were made to think these things, to take things for granted, and on purpose, you know. And it's all it does is a detriment to us, and everyone else by doing that. And so it's no more to do that, but to appreciate usually it's from loss. Like I said, it's from not having in the first place, or losing something that you did have. Then you appreciate it when it's gone, or you appreciate what it was. You realize what you had, type deal, and then you appreciate it. But now, like for me, I've been to the lowest of the low. And so to come out of the lowest of the low, you're gonna be appreciative. You're gonna be grateful for what you get. And that's what I set my soul up for, that. And that's what it's a beautiful coming to. It is. It's a beautiful coming to. Oh my hair is all crazy. It is. It is. And I'm glad that I'm glad that my soul decided to do it this way. And it's been hard for God, because I made this journey the way that I did on purpose. So I would learn these lessons, so I would be appreciative, so I would be grateful, so I would remember who I was, so I remembered my power in the right way, in the divine way, and so I could execute it in the right way, in the divine way, And so but I didn't know. I came in here blind like the rest of us, you know what I mean? And so like it's been hard. Even still right now, it's been hard. Energy is not what we've been taught not to pay attention to energy. And I'm still terrible at it too. I'm learning it too. But it's already within me. I've already learned it. Other lifetimes, in my originality, my original soul spirit, source spirit knows this stuff. And so it's even though I'm coming to it again, and it's brand new again, that's what makes it appreciating, like appreciative, to know. It's like, oh my God, this is cool. It really is. Like that happens to me all the time. Like people have mistaken my kindness for weakness, and my naivety for stupidity, and it's not. I'm curious. I'm open-minded. I'm non-judgmental, type deal. Like my naivety is just curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought him back. For real, that's one of my favorite ones. It's from long ago. I've been spinning that one. But it's true. That's like one of my mottos, man. Because my two favorite things in life is I love a challenge and I love to learn. Like I wanted it went like back in the day when people would be like, so what do you want to do what's the career that you want to do for the rest of your life? I'm like, college student? Can I be a college student forever? Because that'd be cool. Like, because then you just get to learn and come to things. And that's my favorite thing to do, is like epiphany moments, you know what I mean? Or like putting shit together, figuring stuff out. It's fun discovering things. That's what right now, like, I'm backed by my ancestors, and by, because I've taken the mission on, and I've to be that which God wants us to be, to embody that now, because we need to change the way it's been. It's not going to be like that anymore. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not how it's taken too much from us. It's hurt. It's put us in a place of suffering and pain that we did not deserve to be in. It doesn't mean take a victim stance, because then we don't take our power back. We just blame it on something else, and then there goes. That our energy and our power goes to that, and we never overcome it. Then we stay stuck in that spot that we're in, instead of overcoming it and becoming more. Okay, like, and so I have taken on that mission, and my ancestors are really proud, because I'm looking at it in a proactive way. That's what they want me to do. They're proud that I'm doing that I'm honoring them in that way. And so they're behind me, man. Like, for real. Like I just made a video a little bit ago about the gemstones that are growing at an exponential rate. And I do believe it's because of my vibration. I believe that it's because of the love that I'm emitting right now, that I choose to emit, that I have gone within to heal the parts of me and integrate the parts of me to be able to be more whole and unified, so I can emit this vibration. And it's just flowing through, baby. I mean, like, it's awesome. Anybody that encounters my energy, I'm not trying to say I'm all that, man. Yeah, I'm not. I just carry a very profound energy. It's something that I had to realize, and I had to admit to myself even. But like I said, it was the one thing that everybody was opposing me against. So it was the one thing that I ended up having to admit, because everyone opposed me against it so much. It is me. My energy is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And so that with great power comes great responsibility. and you got to yield it in the right ways. And the thing is, though, humility is power. The more you are able to be humble, the more you are able to come from a place of love, the stronger your energy, the stronger your power gets. And then it's the law of reverberation. It affects everything around like a ripple effect. And if you mean good and your intentions are good, then that's what will ripple out no matter what. That energy ripples out to everyone. Even the most, one of my biggest challenges is like to make someone so bitter, someone that's just bitter as hell, smile. And a genuine smile, you know what I mean? And I can do it, and I know I have the power to do it, so I like to do it, because it's like I don't want people to be in that state. I know what that state's like. It's not a fun state. It's not a fun state to live. And so if I have that power to be able to share that energy so that it can uplift someone else, and they don't even know, they don't even realize, but I know. I don't have to tell them either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to tell them that. Guess what? My energy can, does this for you. It's that's the cool thing about being humble, is that you don't need recognition. You don't need to be. You're happy that they are affected in that way, that you can make that effect on them, and you don't have to be glorified for it. You're happy. I'm happy to know that they are, that it helps. That makes me happy, and that's all I need. That's all I want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be. That's ego. Ego wants to be, recognized, and wants to be, seen and made better, feel, better than, or others, or whatever. Singled out in some way. I'm not. I don't care. I don't. It's a waste of time to be like that. It's like that. I always had a lack of ego. I always did, because the ego's not. I'm more for everyone. I've had a lot of experiences that have humbled me, and I'm grateful for them. I mean, like, some crazy humbling experiences, like, that would probably break a lot of people, instead I came out grateful, because it made me be able to feel more deeply for others, and empathize on a deeper level with others, and understand people on different levels. And it's wisdom. I gain wisdom and knowledge that way. And that's what I love to do anyway. And that helps me be able to keep doing that. You know what I mean? As you can tell, I'm excited about this. Like, it's amazing. We don't even realize how amazing, like, what we stepped into. People don't know. That's why there's a lot of people waking up and coming to, and realizing the things that have been going on that aren't okay, and that have been holding us down, and that are taking from us, and the powers that have been taking those powers. And we're all waking up to that. My soul's a little more advanced. That it's an old soul. And so it was able to come to its awakening faster. And I also had some spiritual energetic principles in place too, as well, in my contracts, that made it so I could be able to awaken faster, since I had the ability already in me, and I've wrote it in my contract to be able to come to it faster, for the benefit of all. As long as that was my mission. I unlocked myself more and more, and I still am unlocking myself more and more, because I keep that mission in mind. It really is. That's my mission now. I have let go of so many toxic behaviors. I mean, and I'm glad I did. I mean, lower vibrational stuff is not fun. It's really not. Like, that's where that's where other lower vibrational things can come into and influence us in ways we don't realize when we are in a lower vibrational state. So if you maintain a higher, they can't touch you. They can't. That's the law. That is the law of vibrational frequency. It's just the way that it is, the hierarchy of it. It's the truth. That's why you don't need to fear anything lower vibrational, because we are higher vibrational beings by nature, and within us we have God's source. And so we can command any lower vibration to be gone. Be gone. Even if we're in a lower vibrational state, we can still be like, be gone. It's just that it might not stay very long. Like, we have to keep doing it for it to stay that way, until we can get our vibration up to a higher state where we can say it not as often. It's maintained easier when you're at that higher vibrational state. And so, Yeah. Dude, just be excited, okay? This is cool, man. Like, this is really cool. We're bringing in a whole new way of being and thinking that is based more on truth and reality than has ever been. We just have to bring it from within because that's where it lies, and it comes out, and then we can interact and flow with our environment. Like, that's one thing. Like, we've taken for granted so many things, even animals, like the animals of the planet and the plants, everything, all of Mother Gaia. We are in charge of that. You know what I mean? Like, we hold that, we take care of them. You know what I mean? Like, even our animals, like I have my mom's dog over here, you know what I mean? And he grounds, I look to him for grounding a lot. Like, you can ground with animals, with pets, because they're pure. They're pure. They don't have an ego. And so you can just, if you connect with them on an energetic frequency, then you will ground with Mother Gaia naturally. And so, like, and I love it. I love to be able to do that. But when I look at my mom's dog, like, I think about, like, he's just small, and he doesn't, like, we have the responsibility of taking care of these things besides ourselves, and we need to honor that. We need to honor that for all of us, for them as well, though. Like, we can't ignore and distract anymore and avoid anymore, because all it's doing is hurting ourselves and everything around us, including the animals and the plants and our pets and everything that is of life. And so we've got to come back to our original state, right? Like, for real. Like, no more negativity. That shit's bullshit. It don't do no good. It don't. Now that we have unhealed, a lot of us have unhealed wounds from lifetimes and from ancestry and stuff like that, that we, shadow aspects within us. It doesn't mean we're bad. It doesn't. That's the thing. That's what the control and the manipulation was to make us think we're bad when we're not. You know what I mean? So it keeps us from overcoming those things so that we can be better. Why not name it bad so we never look at it and we don't want to look at it? So then we'll never get over it, and we'll just keep fucking up and being in pain, and yay! Woo! No, it ain't gonna happen. No more. That's why we got to get out of it, because it's bullshit. Bullshit is bullshit. Let's leave bullshit where bullshit belongs. Because if it doesn't help, let it go. Like, let's reclaim what is ours, all of it. And the only way we can do that, though, is by healing ourselves within. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to look at our own shadows. And that's the thing about me, is I have a never give up type of attitude. And so, like, if I fail, I'll do it. I'll try it again. But back in the day, if I failed, I fell down. And I might not get up. Of course I did get up, because here I am. But you know what I mean? One of my most enduring qualities, and the one that my ancestors loved the most, is my not giving up attitude. Like, I mean, I might fuck up, but I'm right back up, like, again, going, all right, let's try it again. Doesn't mean I ain't down yet. Let's do it. Let's try. Like, until I get it. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm trying to get it, then I'm not going to give up. I just, it's not me. It's not, that's my most, honest to God, that's one thing that my ancestors love the shit out of me, is that I won't be taken down. I will keep getting up, and I will keep trying, and I will keep enduring as long as I have to, for what I believe in, to be true and to be right. And so they back me, and that's cool. You know what I mean? That helps. You know, I had to be the one to bring it into fruition by believing that they were helping me. They're already there. Angels or guides or spirit. There's so much. Like I said, isn't it a little odd that we have this entire team of higher energies that we can call in at any point, and they will help us, and they will, if we are open our hearts and our minds up to be able to listen to them in whatever ways that they come through, because there's a million ways they can come through. There's 8 clairs altogether. Okay, but they interact with our environment too to send us messages. It's having the eyes to see, divine sight, to be able to say, hey, now, that's like that, or that could mean this, and I mean, that's weird. Anything that makes you go, that's weird, not in like a bad way, but in a it makes you think, it makes you contemplate. Like I said, God loves to be clever. He loves epiphanies, he loves metaphors, he loves anything that makes you think, because it'll help you remember. No shortcuts, no quick, it's like, it's doing it hard the first time, because then you'll remember. If you do it hard the first time, you'll always remember. You know, if you take a shortcut, you might not remember how to do it right the next time. Yeah, so I've said that before, but it's true. You know, like that's just truth. All about truth. Anyway.